Yeah, yeah. So we have seen functions, right? Am I correct, Srimuki? Can you see my screen, Srimuki? So we'll see the variables that are being used in the functions, okay? Right? If you remember, what are the kinds of functions, the types of functions we have discussed earlier? I told there are four types of functions. Am I correct? Yeah, four types of functions based on the arguments. Am I correct? Yeah, the first one is sorry, four types of arguments. Sorry, yeah, yeah. You can say it's better, four types of arguments, okay? Four types. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Four types of arguments, okay? One is positional arguments, second one, keyword arguments, default, and fourth one, multi-variable length argument, okay? Multi-variable arguments. Am I correct? So these are the four types of arguments. Am I correct? Positional means based on the position number. Okay, it will take the values. Am I correct? And keyword default means if you are sending, it will override. Otherwise, it will take the default value. Am I correct? Keyword means suppose I am sending my name and college name. Okay, you need to send like name equal to Sunil and college name equal to something XYZ. Okay, like that I need to send. Okay, am I correct? The thing is whether you are mixing up with whenever you are mixing both one and three or one and two, right? Or one and four. Okay. The thing is you need to write keyword or default at the end. Okay. Position should be always comes in the beginning. Am I correct? That point I told in the note, right? Yeah. That was a quick recap of last classroom. Okay. Okay. Right. And today we'll see types of variables. Okay. Types of variables. Hmm. Any ideas, Shrimuki? What do you mean by this? Any idea what are the types of variables that Python supports? Yeah, you can tell me. Think a while and tell me based on your previous knowledge. Okay. Okay. Okay, no problem. I'll be more specific to that. Okay. Very high humidity here in Chennai. Very, very hot. Early morning when I'm getting sweated. Yeah. Okay. Python. Python supports two types of variables. Okay. One is global variable, local variable. Okay. Right. The variables which are declared outside of the function are called global variables. Okay. Are called global variables. Okay. And these variables can be accessed. These variables can be accessed across all the functions. Okay. Let me tell you. Let me explain you this point with some example. Okay. Across all the functions. Shrimuki, can you tell me what you have understood with this line? Yeah. Now you can tell me. Or else, if you want to try with some example also, you can show with me some example also. Yeah, give a thought. Mhm. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Let me demonstrate with some examples, right? See, def fun one. Okay. Print I am in fun one. Okay. This is the function one. Okay, Nishmuki? Def fun two. Print I am in fun two. Okay. See, basically, if you remember last class, I wrote some a comma b like that. I wrote. Am I correct? Huh? These are called local variables, Shrimuki. Okay, na? Or if the variable is declared inside here, z equal to 100, like that. This z is also local variable. AB is also local variable. Is that clear, Shrimuki? Whichever the variables declared inside the function, they are called local variables. Okay. Okay. Now, if I write a equal to 999 on top, okay, na? Now, this is called a global variable, Shrimuki. Okay, na? So what I told, global variables can be declared outside the function and can be accessed across every function the same. Okay, am I correct? Let's see. Sorry, I'm not calling, right? See, is that fine, Shrimuki? Like, okay. And suppose if I write, give a thought and tell me, okay. Now can you tell me what is the output? Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. See, the thing is, first we'll come to fun one. Okay. See, I know my global variable, my global value is 999, but my local value is 888. Okay. So the thing is, always remember the local variables should be given higher preference than global variables. Okay. Clear? My professor, one of my trainer used to say earlier, way back, he used to say, Chandigarh locally, there is a movie, okay. He used to say in class only, Chandigarh local here. Something like that he used to say. Okay. Suddenly it got strike into me. Okay. Yeah. Like that, local will be given a higher preference than a global. Okay. Right? So I'm calling fun one. The call should go over here and the value will be changed to triplet and print I am in fun one triplet. Then fun two and see, it won't impact the global value. Even though the local value is modifying, we are modifying here, it is local to this function only. Okay. It won't be impacting this one. Okay. Na? Right? Let me check that. Yeah. See, right? Clear, Shimuki? Let me copy. This function flow with these variables is very, very important. Okay. What is the class? 45 what today? Okay. Now we'll see some examples related to local variable. Okay, na? See, now will it work? See, Srimuki, now will it work or not? Can you tell me? See, if anything is not working, definitely the compression error will I'll get, right? See, I'm getting. See, why? Can you tell me the reason? Yeah, it's a local variable, right? Because the local variable can be limited to that function only, even though, yeah. So, see, I am in fun one triplet, then I am getting error. Okay, clear, Shrimuki? Okay. Now, let's move to the next example. Okay. So you understood, right, Shrimki? The clear difference between global and local. Okay. Right. See, now if you something a equal to triple seven, now see in that function my a is triplet. This function my a is triple seven. Okay. See, like that should be. Now the thing is, I want to access global variables inside the local function. You got it, Shrimki? How can I do that? Any guesses? Yeah. If suppose if there is a global variable, let's assume a equal to triple nine. Okay, if I am changing this variable in line three, it should be impacting the same in function two also. Am I correct? See what I'm trying to say. Here a is triplet, here a is triple nine. But once we are changing, no, the same triplet I want reflecting over line seven also. Am I correct? Like that. Don't know. Okay, no problem. So use a keyword called global. Okay. So global A. Okay. Then A equal to triple eight. Now, see, now in this function, I am directly pointing to the global variable. Right. So my global variable will be changed in line 4. Okay. Now in line 8 also the same value will be reflected. Okay. Clear? Like that, Shimuki. See, you got it, Shimuki? See what I mean to say. I'll explain again. Okay. Don't worry. I'm like the charger. See, Shimuki. So suppose here this is the function one. Okay. In function one, suppose I'm changing to triplet. Okay. So if I am using this global keyword, no, indirectly this line will impact this value only, okay, which is there in the global, okay. So the yeah, if you use the global keyword inside the function, it will impact globally, even though the statement is in local, but it will impact globally. Okay, Shimki. So even if there are 100 functions are there below it, everyone will take the impacted, the modified value only. Okay. Yeah. What do you mean to say? Yeah, something overriding. It's not officially over, but it's something like changing. Okay, you can say changing, not say overriding. Okay, because overriding is a special concept related to functions. I'll discuss in OOPS concepts. Okay, because I don't want you to confuse me. I think somewhere I use this term overriding. Okay, don't use this term overriding. Okay, better to use overloading. Sorry, modified. Okay, okay. You can say change it, something like, because overriding is a special concept is there actually in advanced Python. Okay. Okay, Shrimp. So that's how the things will work. Okay. Suppose here I am giving a equal to triple two. Now which value will be printed over here? See, now I am calling this function one. The global value will be changed to triple eight. Now I am calling function two. I am changing this a equal to double triple two. Now what is the value being printed over here in line 9? Can you tell me? No. See, even though global is changed, triplet, but what I told, local is top, right? If both that should be yes. As I said earlier, Chand, that example you take, okay, local. Okay, so this triple two only will be coming over here, okay. Even though in this function we change the global value, but when there is a global and local, but only local will be given higher preference, okay. See, okay. In the 888, sorry, sorry, Shimiki, please come again. Okay, not get it. Okay, okay. You're saying the right answer. Okay, okay. Achicha, you're saying the answer. Okay, okay. I thought you were asking some doubt. Okay. So this is about the functions in detail, Shrimki. Okay. Sorry, variables in detail. Okay. Okay. Next concept is we'll go for recursion. Okay. Do you know what is recursion, Shrimki? What is something? Exactly. So basically, recursive function means calling itself. A function calling itself is called a recursive function. Okay. Okay, Shrimki. Can you try to calculate factorial of a number using recursion? Can you try that? I'll give you a few minutes of time. Calculate factorial of a number using recursion, not a direct way. Okay. Can you try this? This is one of the important entry question. Okay. Please try this. I'll give you 5 minutes of time. Now 8:30 IST. I'll wait till 8:35. Okay. Please try that. Actually, today I was very determined to take class today because I missed the last class. So somehow that's why I was giving the time, from past few hours. Because even if students are serious or not serious, but trainer has to be serious, right? Yeah, that's why I was like very serious to take. Last night there is no sleep for me. I didn't got sleep. Due to, as I said, I was slept in morning, but I was like feeling bit. Let's see. But yeah, still no problem. Come on, 3 more minutes. Try. See, by calling the same function itself, you need to calculate factorial. Yeah, please give it a try. If completed, let me know. I'll be waiting. Sure, try that. Shrimuki, is that done? Okay, no problem. Can you send me so that or else I'll start? Yeah, it's right, Shrimuki. Yeah. Okay, no problem. But I'll explain in detail. Okay, the flow. Okay. Right. See, I'm not sure whether you are aware or not. Okay. There is some memory called stack. Okay. I don't want to dive deeper. Okay. What is stack? What is heap and all? Okay. But in upcoming class, I will teach you that. Okay. Stack. Okay. So basically, whenever function calling happen, function call happen, you know, there will be a frame created on the stack. Okay. Something like this. Okay. Clear? Suppose if you are calling the factorial of 5, there will be a frame created with factorial of 5. Okay, like this. Now, this factorial, can I say 4 into factorial of 5 equal to 5 into 4 factorial or not? Tell me. Right, Shimuki? 5 into 4 factorial. You're clear, right? So again, if I want to calculate 4 factorial, the factorial of 5 is calling a factorial of 4. Am I correct? So you can say factorial of 5. On top of it, there will be a factorial of 4. Okay, like that. So, and 4 will be calling 3. 3 will be calling 2. And 2 will be calling 1. Okay, clear. The thing is, you need to have one edge case. The edge case is if my n double equal to 0 or n double equal to 1, return 1. Okay, that's an end case, right? 1 factorial equal to 1 Shrimki. 0 factorial equal to 1. So that's why I have taken that's an edge condition or end condition. Okay. So you need to take noun values for edge conditions. Okay, right? So what will happen, Shrimki? Initially, my 5 factor 5 will be calling 5 into factorial of 4. Okay. So this factorial of 4 will be calling 4 into factorial of 3. Right? Next, the factorial of 3 will be calling 3 into factorial of 2. Okay. 2 will be calling 2 into factorial of 1. So whenever you're calling this function, factorial of 1. Okay, see, 5 calling 4, 4 calling 3, 3 calling 2, and 2 calling 1. So this should be returning 1. Okay. So that whatever they are returning, that will come to here, this frame. Okay. Right, Shimuki? So here what I told, factorial of 2 equal to 2 into 1 factorial. That's what I might be writing. So it should be replacing 1 with the here. Okay, Shimuki? Whatever the value is being written over here, it should be replacing over here. Okay, right? Shimuki, are you able to understand? Now, this function, the value is 2, right? 2 into 1, 2. This function will be returning value 2 to the next frame. See, factorial of 3 is nothing but 3 into 2 factorial, right, Shimuki? So this 2 factor will be replaced with this 2, 6. Okay. Now the 6 value will be transferred to this frame. Now factorial of 4 is nothing but 4 into 3 factorial. Am I correct? So this 3 factorial will be replaced with the 6. 4 into 6, 24. Now next, 5 factorial of 5 into 5 into 4 factorial. So 5 into 24, 120. Okay, na? Right, Shimuki? You got it, huh? So this is how, see, basically people will write simply whatever the code you have written. If someone is asking how it will execute internally, you are in a position to tell, sir, it will work like this, 5 factorial will be calling 5 into 4 factorial, 4 factorial will be calling 4 into 3 factorial, something like that, and you need to write it. So you need to tell them interview, you need to tell the flow to the interviewer, right? Okay. Okay. We can say no. End condition is mandatory, Shrimki, okay? Am I correct, Shrimki? End condition should be mandatory. Okay, let me write the code. I hope you have a clear explanation, a clear understanding of these local variables and global variables and how the flow will happen. Am I correct? Def factorial. Okay, na? N. The condition is if n double equal to 1 or n double equal to 0, return 1. Okay, Shrimuki? Else, come on. N into return n into factorial of n minus 1. Okay, na? Okay, na, Shrimuki? Okay. If someone is calling x equal to factorial of 5, you should print x, it should be 120. Okay, na? like that shouldn't be. Okay, now. Should we give in functions there is one last part which is left. We'll tell that one tomorrow. But there is one small concept. I will tell you that and we will grab the class. Okay. Actually, the functions there is something called anonymous function or lambda function. That is a separate topic. Okay. I don't want to start in between. That is tomorrow we'll come to that. Before wrapping up, but there is one small concept I want to tell. Okay. Right. I'll complete that today. Okay. There is nothing on function aliasing. Shimki. Any idea, Shimki, what is function aliasing? Shimki, is that clear? This function is clear, Shimki. At least, yeah, this code is clear. Tell me, what is function aliasing, Shimki? Exactly. Function for the existing function, we can give another name, which is nothing but function aliasing. Okay. See, I can give, suppose, instead of factorial, I want to do make a sample. Okay. So just write sample with the factorial. Okay. Now, now instead of factorial, you can call by using sample also. Okay. Clear? Yeah, like that. Like that shrimp. Okay. See, 120. Okay, now. This is nothing but function aliasing. Okay. There are two core concepts of functions. One is nested function and one is lambda. Okay. Those two will complete tomorrow. Okay, Nashram? Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling bit vexed due to late no sleep yesterday. I just want to wrap up. Okay, don't mind. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll share these notes in the group. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah.